Hey gang, welcome back. This is DrBossKey, and I thought I would share a little progress update on the Robonoid modular system we've got going on here. So we have these Robonoid enemies that come from Paltech world here, and one of the things that is interesting about them this time around is we thought we would do kind of a slightly different set of criteria to make different types of enemies. So we kind of have this modular system here. So you can see here that these enemies are bigger. They take a lot more damage. So they have a shield component that you have to shoot through first. Then you have basically this one has the turret. A little bit of a just a kind of visual laser guide here. This has a laser itself, and this has kind of this missile turret. And all together, these things, make up a variety of different enemies. Still got some jank, got some bugs that we're trying to fix here. But as you can see here, as I'm starting to shoot the top one, the turret shield goes away, and then the hatches blow off. Whoops, I got to work on that. And then eventually the weapon itself, and then the turret is destroyed as well. So kind of, paying that forward. The enemies are a little bit bigger. They take a little bit more time to kill. So we want to make sure we had a nice visual visual indicator system for how the whole thing works. And of course, one of the things you can do is you can come in here if you're going to take the risk, and you can basically almost one-shot these things super quick. So kind of, again, building that difference between higher hit point enemies, lower hit point enemies, understanding what the two are, and then paying off with the extra aggressive play. So it's we're also carrying forward this concept of progressive battle damage, things that blow off the enemies. We did some of that in Interstellar 1, but it didn't it only worked for a lot of the mechanical aspects. So you could kind of do that with organics and monsters and things like that. But it lends itself better, I think, to components that explode, right? Things that explode are usually satisfying. So they can be. So yeah, so this is kind of where we're at. Like I said, I'm still doing some development bits on a lot of these things, but as we're prototyping the new enemy and enemy types, these are variants on the old popcorn enemy types that we're seeing here. So these guys here, and I think they're still going to shoot, which will be important. But oh, that's a fatty guy. I think it's one of these. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Cool. I think it's this one here. Yeah. Cool. So, and these guys are still going to be present in the game. They're still going to be one shot, which is great. And I think that they still have a place, but I thought we could expand on the concept. Maybe also just having kind of a, like visually riffing on what it means to have essentially, a sort of core enemy type, having these upgrades, sort of like pro tuning or underground tunings, but they come from a core perspective. Anyways, I digress. It's been a lot of fun to kind of play with a lot of these sort of cyberpunk ideas. So yeah, if you're interested, we'll have some prototypes coming up pretty soon to play with. And as always, feel free to leave comments in the description, and we'll see you all next time. Thanks, everybody.